Welcome to the Lisbon accommodation tour. I thought I did stay longer than the week, but apparently I was only there roughly a week, according to my video. But this is a tour of, it was just a studio. The area wasn't super nice. I wasn't close to anything. It was definitely a trek, if memory serves, to get to anywhere. So I had to go all the way down the street. I had to go over this overpass and then down the other side. And then I had to find transport kind of further to the city. It was a bit of a minefield, but the one thing I find from the end of the video, which is not really a surprise, is I was reeling from probably the price or the costs in Germany, and so Portugal straight away seemed cheaper. During the different trips, I obviously had issues with booking cars and drivers, and when I had the bags and stuff that I did, and that was a bigger bag, the one I've got's now smaller, but I kind of would get from place to place if I didn't either know the city or it was late, and I think I'd arrived quite late. And I took that video of when I dropped the bags off and tried to find somewhere just to have sort of food for that, because I assumed all day I'd be out. And I sort of was out and about quite a bit. The weather was really warm. One of the things I distinctively remember about this place was it looked pretty sad outside of that room. The building wasn't well maintained, neither was the street. Probably the biggest negative, which I haven't mentioned in the video, and I've just kept the audio from when I actually recorded it originally, which was May 31st, I think, of 2021, is it was obviously an industrial building that had been made into apartments. And as a result, when someone cooked, it went through the whole building, and somebody was cooking some food that really smelt horrendous. So it wasn't a pleasant stay. It looks like a nice room. It was decent, if memory serves, but not really comfortable. And it was the first experience I'd had, and I was like, ugh. As I say, going in, it has everything you need, but it really wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for somewhere that felt, airy and beautiful. You opened the windows and you had a bit of a balcony, and you felt, no. Either those places aren't affordable, or I just wasn't anywhere near them in Lisbon, or maybe anywhere else I stayed, but that's to be shared. Anyway, here's the accommodation. And I have tended to still go for serviced apartments, which is an interesting thing to see with this one. And yeah, hopefully it gives you some insights if this accommodation is of interest to you. And I am now showing on screen the details that you'll see on booking.com if you happen to be looking them up. It does seem like they have quite a few locations across Lisbon itself, where you can get this kind of accommodation if you're looking for it. Once again, in my defence, I was coming off German prices. I had arrived quite late at night and was probably a little bit stressed because this was the beginning of me really fully nomading, because the hotel that you experienced in the German situation was actually one booked for my corporate move. So it was completely different as an experience that had been booked by someone else. I did extend it at the end because I couldn't get into the apartment straight away. But basically it was a little more controlled and supported, whereas this was the first time of me just kind of venturing out and needing to do everything myself. And this was the first accommodation some friends booked on booking.com for me. And then I went from there, had my own account and moved on. So it was after that it became a super duper interesting experience of experiencing the world of moving around, working it all out, acclimatizing, setting up a routine, etc. So yes, this was the first accommodation I can share in Portugal, and it was in Lisbon. To be continued. So before everything gets all messed up, apartment 400, where I'm staying in Portugal. You come through there, and you come round to here. I'll give you a bit of an insight into the first view. Excuse my bits and pieces in there already, but here's the full tour. Just closing the door. Not a big apartment, but it's got everything you need. So we have air conditioning, A desk there and a desk in that corner. TV, little couches, dining table, kitchenette, which is cool. Cooktop, fridge, microwave, toaster, kettle. I think I might have a cup of tea before I go to bed. And I don't think I've found the light in the bathroom yet. But the bathroom, I don't know if you can see much of it. I might do it in the daylight, but yeah, it's decent. It's got its bits and bobs, nice. So yes, so this is my home for the next week, which is going to be pretty nice, I think. And I'm looking forward to it. Okay. That's it. I need to have a cup of tea, unpack my groceries. I've just got my breakfast for the week. And I'm in Portugal. I'm in Portugal. A taxi driver cost me 19, 20 euros. I think he was playing games, but still a third of the cost of the taxi ride when I arrived in Berlin. Yeah, Berlin, that ain't a good sign for you. And let's add in the fact that I just went to a convenience store, not even a proper supermarket here, bought eggs, bread, butter, yogurt, a mango, bottle of water, still under a tenner. Again, can't get any of that in Germany for that price. Rightio, next steps. Here's a map of the location of where the accommodation was. So I suppose the question arises, was I too far from everything? Was that maybe why Lisbon really didn't end up being a favourite stop for me?